Klepper's Corner, weekly wrap-up, week ending February 28, 2025. Hey there, America. Welcome back to Klepper's Corner, the show that recaps the week's news faster than Congress flips on spending bills. Let's dive into the whirlwind that was the last 7 days. Story 1, House Republicans passed Trump's tax cut plan. Well, folks, the House Republicans just advanced President Trump's tax cut and border security package with a nail-biting vote of 217 to 215. Speaker Mike Johnson had to rally his party harder than a high school kid convincing his parents to let him borrow the car. This plan aims to extend Trump's 2017 tax cuts, which apparently weren't permanent enough the first time. Businesses and high-income earners are thrilled, while the middle class wonders if their tax relief is just an elaborate game of hide and seek. And let's not forget the border security measures. More funds for the wall, because what's more American than spending billions on a fence while your neighbor's house burns down? Democrats are warning about ballooning deficits. But hey, who needs fiscal responsibility when you can have a big, beautiful wall? Story 2, Pasadena School District faces cuts after fire. Speaking of burning houses, the Pasadena Unified School District is laying off 151 staff members following the Eaton Canyon fire. That's right. Losing homes wasn't enough. Now teachers are losing jobs too. 5 schools were destroyed. And the district's solution is, let's cut the people helping kids cope with this trauma. Genius. Governor Newsom loosened regulations to help, but it's like giving someone a Band-Aid for a shark bite. Story 3, Trump administration targets transportation research. Over at the Department of Transportation, Secretary Sean Duffy is axing research projects faster than you can say Infrastructure Week. Climate-focused studies canceled. Road safety research on the chopping block. Apparently, if it doesn't involve building highways or making cars go vroom, it's out. Researchers warn this could lead to more traffic deaths. But hey, Duffy says it's about economic efficiency. Because nothing says efficiency like cutting road safety measures while 40,000 people died in traffic accidents last year. Story 4, New York's congestion pricing faces legal battle. Meanwhile, in New York City, the new congestion pricing program is facing a federal smackdown from the Trump administration. The plan charges drivers to enter Manhattan aiming to reduce traffic and fund transit. Secretary Duffy claims it's an overreach, which is rich coming from a guy axing research like a lumberjack on espresso. Lawsuits are flying left and right, with billions in transit funding hanging in the balance. Commuters are torn between paying the toll or spending 3 hours stuck on the Cross Bronx Expressway. Decisions. Story 5, homeless shelters await federal funding. Homeless shelters across the country are still waiting on $3.6 billion in federal funds. The Trump administration says it's just a paperwork delay. But when Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency is involved, you start to wonder if the efficiency part got lost in translation. Thousands of vulnerable people are on the brink of losing housing, but at least we're saving money, right? Priorities. Story 6, India's Hyperloop milestone. In brighter news, India unveiled a Hyperloop test track aiming to connect cities at over 1,000 kilometers per hour. That's right. While we're cutting transportation research, India's building vacuum tubes to zip people around like pneumatic bank tubes. They might get from Bengaluru to Chennai in 30 minutes, while we'll still be debating whether to fix potholes by 2030. Story 7, Highland Park mass shooting trial begins. Finally, the trial for the 2022 Highland Park mass shooting began this week. The accused faces 117 felony counts. Victims' families seek justice nearly 3 years later, and the community is reliving the trauma. Yet somehow our national conversation on gun violence remains stuck on repeat like a bad song you can't skip. That's all for this week's Klepper's Corner. Remember, stay informed, stay skeptical, and if you can't make sense of it all, don't worry, neither can Congress. See you next time.